Hi, I'm Kathryn Nicolai. I'm the author of Nothing Much Happens, cozy and calming stories to soothe your mind and help you sleep. I'm also the creator of Nothing Much Happens, the podcast, bedtime stories for grown-ups. I'm a teacher of yoga and meditation. I'm interested in helping people feel safe and get a good night's sleep. I live in Michigan with my wife and 3 dogs, and this is Ask an Expert with Xtra. I'm always looking for small pleasurable experiences, just because that's like a personal value and a goal, is that there should be lots of moments during the day where I feel good, where I'm doing something I enjoy. So like just yesterday, I spent some time cleaning my office here. And then I have these candles. They're like the battery powered candles, but they have a timer on them. And so they go off at the same time every day. So I set them to go off just as the sun set. So now I know, like from now on, my candles will go off when it gets dark. And when I come upstairs, I see my office and it kind of pulls me in. Well, now that I'm here, maybe I should sit on my meditation cushion and just take, even if it's just 10 deep breaths. Maybe I should read my book. Maybe I should sit with my dog. I'm always kind of looking for, where can I plant these moments of enjoyment intentionally? Sometimes you do just have to straight up start deleting apps from your phone. I really like putting my Kindle app where my Twitter app used to be, so that as soon as I have that reflex, tip, I'm like, oh, I'm just reading my book. And then I also have this thing with friends of mine where we sort of trust each other to curate online experiences. So my brother or a good friend of mine, we send each other TikTok videos that make us happy or feel good, or recipes, or they can be silly things, or whatever, but I trust them, and I know that I'm not just putting my brain sort of into the great rushing stream of social media and who knows what will land there. So I feel like those are both good things to do. So important to remember too that you are not alone, even if you feel like you are, because you are literally by yourself in your house, or maybe the only queer person in your family, and you feel shunted to one side and misunderstood. You are not alone in the greater world. People tell me often that when they listen, they feel like I'm there with them, and that is absolutely my intention. There are so many people who have that intention to reach out and be a friend, be a companion, be a soft landing. The good news is that there is the internet, there are ways to connect online. And I think these are important moments to pull out all the stops too. If you need to see your therapist, I see my therapist every week. Please remember to take your meds. Please eat your food. Please drink water. Please do all the things you need to take care of yourself. Remember, this won't last forever how long it lasts, and that there are just a web of people out there. Even if they're strangers, they still care. I think that goes to basic sort of mindfulness practices, how to slow yourself down in the moment, especially when you're kind of in that spiral of reactivity. And one thing that I do that works for me, that's quite simple, is when I notice I'm escalating, I look for 3 colors in the room. I listen for 1 sound, and I notice if I'm breathing in or breathing out. And that helps to drop me back into my body. It's real easy to spend so much of our lives up in our head, but being literally grounded back in your body helps you to actually feel what's going on. You can feel that early warning system of your body's physical sensations. It might help you break the loop of that spiraling reactivity so that you can actually make a choice instead of just a knee-jerk reaction. And then just to be endlessly gentle and patient with yourself. If you're a parent going through this right now, this is so hard. And this is going to be something that maybe I think all of us feel like no matter what our job is, we've never been trained to do it this way. We've never been trained with all the complexities that the current world is presenting. So, I don't have children myself, but I have a lot of friends who are parents right now who just sort of are saying, I'm just surviving right now. I'm just keeping my head above the surface. And I think, good on you. If you are managing to do that, it's already a lot. Be gentle with yourself. In order to be a more grounded person tomorrow, both for yourself and for the rest of the world, you need sleep. And that's why I like the idea of developing sort of a file drawer of safe places in your mind that you can drop your mind into before bed. So for me, that's all about narrative. I have always been a reader and a storyteller, and I like the idea of having these little spaces to sort of slide into. They're full of sensory details, so there's a lot to be aware of when you read a story, or if you're listening to the podcast, listening to one. But it's kind of like wrapping yourself in this blanket. And once the mind is held, you will sleep, you will relax. And the good news is that this is sort of habit building. There's an element of brain training here. So the more you do it, the better you get at it. The more easily you drop off to sleep, and the more readily you go back to sleep if you wake in the middle of the night. There is this whole other side of the world. Plenty and plenty of people who value compassion, who value gentleness, who value going slow and appreciating things and giving people space and giving themselves space. So if anybody out there feels like it's just you, and if you're on that everything sucks train, I get it. It's got a lot of momentum behind it. I just want you to know, like, there's other waves in this ocean, and they're pushing the other way that say, yeah, no, we care about each other. No, we want everybody to be safe. We want to take care of each other. And if it's just giving somebody a good night's sleep or being respectful of somebody, that's not much to ask, and we're willing to do it. Thanks so much for watching, and I wish you sweet dreams.